was never really good playing role of the puppet. Too busy being me to be concerned with perception of the public. Everyone is buzzing, but everybody ain't thinking about a budget. I want ownership in something. Niggas get their wings.
The moral of the story, Young King, is that everybody's a rapper. Everybody. And that's how you should understand. You should realize that everybody is a rap, and you never find out that they raps until they actually have to rap. Until they put in a position to where your life is in jeopardy and you done brought into this false reality that these dudes are solid, you find out that they raps. Most of these dudes don't have the courage and the integrity that it takes not to rap. When they faced with that time, and they sitting in there and that judge talking about we're gonna give you life, and they come with them plea deals, everybody's a rapper. And the ones that's not raps is sitting in cells doing a bunch of time because they brought in to the false reality that everybody wasn't a rapper. They thought dudes would stand up. They thought these dudes had these levels of principles and was willing to withstand. So don't find out it's cowards until it's time to find out that they're cowards. And by that time, it's too late. So once again, the moral of the story is you have to understand and see in your mind that everybody is a rapper. You will not believe how many people are sitting in them cells because the person that they would have swore up and down wasn't a rat, was a rat. The streets is dead. Completely dead. The only person that ain't gonna rat on you is you. We just seen a man father rat on. It's over, Young King. Stay on the sidewalk.
It's like that, y'all. Try to stack, y'all. Cause nowadays everybody wanna rat, y'all. And it don't even matter where you at, y'all. When the feds come and get you, that's that, y'all. Like that, y'all. Try to stack, y'all. Cause nowadays everybody wanna rat, y'all. And it don't even matter where you at, y'all. When the feds come and get you, that's that, y'all.
On a different S word other than snitch, stock.
As it relates to
Young Thug, and it is plummeted. It is plummeted. Y'all could keep having y'all who rat and who didn't rat conversations. The Young Thug stock, hey, Atlanta, I'm not even talking about Atlanta business. He could probably still sell out State Farm every night of the week. Outside of Atlanta, he is putting on a master class in how to take a good brand and totally fuck it up. And nobody wants to say it. Did he do a first day out freestyle?
He didn't do anything. He does features.
He made a bunch of phone calls to tell people how he felt about Gunna.
He did
chatty.
Started
Chatty. Why all these people know how the fuck you feel about Gunna? Chatty. All you street niggas, chatty, the new street niggas. Yeah. All you fucking emotions. No music that did nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, you're right.
No attempt.
But nothing.
No attempt at that. The branding and marketing genius that he's shown himself to be, it ain't even been flashes of that. Every time you see him, there's an embarrassing look that comes with it. I.e. the awards. I ain't gonna go on because I love too many niggas in Atlanta. But he looks a fucking mess. And because we love hip hop, we just supposed to stay quiet about it. I don't give a fuck who's ratting and who ain't. Ain't my business. But when you talk about taking a pristine business that was worth what it was and just kaputting it, he's putting on a clinic in that.
You're referring.
My gang, giving away.
Yo, none of y'all niggas beefing with this boy can fuck with him right now. I don't know who's beefing with him.
Yeah, you so stupid.
I don't know.
No. They should just leave him alone.
None of y'all that have a gripe with him can do nothing with him at this particular moment. Gunna is doing some like Atlanta Kendrick type shit. He is. I forgot how silent he's been.
He ain't said a word. He been chilling. Mad low key. But it's been about 2.5, maybe
almost 3 years.
Yeah, it's almost 3 years now.
Yeah.
3 albums, not a peep.
Came out, got out that contract, went right to work, working out, looking great, traveling, moving like he's supposed to move.
That's how you are under arrest at that point. So what I want people to understand is You know, it's black, white, gray area, however you see it, right? My definition of a snitch is a person who commits crimes with their criminal defendant or their partner who is also a criminal, and they get caught first, or they get questioned, and they either point that direction to their co-defendant, or they tell on their co-defendant to absolve themselves of a crime. If you've never been attached to any criminal element, you've never been in the streets, you've never been a drug dealer, a pimp, a robber, a jackboy, any of those sorts of things, you never did anything illegal, and you report something or you witness something, you're just a law-abiding citizen who just happens to tell. There's a difference. Now, we told you what snitching was. We told you what a civilian telling on somebody is. Now we're going to discuss a rat. A rat is somebody who was previously criminally charged, or they're facing something, and their job is to go around setting people up to reduce their sentences. That's a rat. That's a flat out rat. They can be considered one and the same, snitch and rat, but nah, that's what it is. All that, if you sit down, if your car gets stolen and you're a taxpaying citizen and you own a company, and there just so happens to be a company car, whatever have you, and you go and you say, hey, you know, for my insurance purposes, I gotta report this. That don't make you a rat. Law-abiding citizen. Criminal and non-criminal, the courts are different. Civil and, the judicial court is different. So when people get to just throwing those terms around so loosely, once you do that, right, you lose the context of what the term really is. I mean, like, that's just the problem in society. Like, you can't walk around just calling everybody a snitch. You can't walk around saying that dude's solid, that y'all ain't have no proof of what somebody being solid means, right? Like, that's just not something you should do. And if it's not your business, stay out of it, right? But as media podcasters and, content creators, you react to whatever the news is. For me, for all of the buttons that a lot of people push, same with Boosie, when he was running around calling everybody rats and saying he was snitching and all these type of things, it's the same thing Thug was doing, and a lot of other guys are doing, right? Now, by my point, and just in my opinion alone, when you talk about, hey, no multi-million-dollar artist, entertainer, or member of the industry, any famous comedians or anything like that, once you made a certain amount of money, you start to move your family out of the hood, the projects, or any environment deemed unsavory for you and your family's liking. Once you start to get to that point, you move different. If you were once a hustler, drug dealer, criminal, a shooter, whatever you were on the criminal side, once you start to say, hey, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and move myself from this, I'm gonna get this good paying job, I'm gonna go back and get my education, or I'm gonna go and legitimize myself by being a rapper or being a comedian, I'm getting the fuck away from here. Once you decide that part, everything attached to that criminal element you once had, you distance yourself. You make it to a point where you have to move away from that situation, because sometimes you can be guilty by association. You ain't even do shit. You ain't do nothing. You wasn't part of nothing. You just hung around some niggas. And when you get to that point, it's no need to cry wolf and, oh, I ain't do this, that, and the third, and bip. Nah. Now, you about to be charged with something you ain't had nothing to do with. See, it's easy to take. It should be easy to take your charge, because you knew what you signed up for. You walk out here, you commit this crime. You knew what you was doing before you did it. You did everything you thought you could do to get away with it and not get caught, but now you done got caught. So you know what you gonna have to do? Go get your lawyer, fight your case, but if you lose, you lost. It ain't no telling, ain't no squiggling and getting out of it. It's your charge. Same way it worked when you cuss out your boss and you threaten him and he threatened you, you get fired the next day. You knew what you was doing when you was doing, even if it's in the heat of the moment. It's your fault, so you take your charge. Right? So when you around some dudes and you're no longer attached to something and you ain't gangster, shoot them up, violate them or whatever, and you on the legal side of things, stop hanging around people you know are doing what you're not doing. So when you get caught up with these people, don't act like, oh no, I ain't, and then start telling because you hung around them. So now it's your charge. If they ain't willing to take their charge, you can speak up. Hey, bro, you might want to take your charge. You know, I ain't had nothing to do with this. But if they respect you and they're your thugs, they gonna get you out the way. Yo, listen, you don't need to be right here for this. Or they gonna listen, your honor, or you want an officer. Hey, listen, you ain't really got nothing to do with this. That's my little cousin. He just came down here to hang out, and you know this ain't even funny. If you will let him go, I take mine, right? When dudes ain't willing to do that, that's a problem. Now, in this case with this whole YSL joint, they made it a RICO. They targeted some dudes. They targeted a couple, you know. But I feel like the Gunna, you know, the parties, the artists, because you can't be a international artist, superstar, whatever have you, and be a gangster at the same time. It don't work. Ain't enough time in the day to do it. It don't make sense. So if you on the road doing shows, shooting videos, there ain't really no way you can't be a part-time gangster, you can't be a part-time superstar, so you can't be a gangster and you on world tour, because all your business that you got illegal is running them up while you out of town and on tours and doing whatever, right? So when you come back, you got to fix shit. And even as an artist, your label gonna tell you, hey, it's 1 foot in, and it's 1 foot in, 1 foot out, ain't gonna work. You gotta go all in on this, or you gotta go back to the block. So most of this shit seems to be guilty by association, and that's why you're getting the results you're getting. You're getting the results of, what the fuck? I don't know about a murder, dog. Let's smoke a little weed, sold a couple pills, like, I mean. Well, I went and bought the cop from Yo, but Yo just so had to be my man. Yo was in this shit. Y'all guilty by association. And now everybody went, this person ratted. All 27 of them gentlemen took plea deals. Except for like 2. The last 2 that went to the trial and all that, everybody took plea deals. All that yes ma'am, no ma'am, is YSL gang, all that there. Every last one of them took that deal, including on phone. So I watched all this time people judge Gunna, beat up more Gunna, and he was attached, but I believe he was just an artist. He just got roped in, but everybody expect him to uphold it like he was doing whatever, right? I came in this shit to make my life legal. I don't, this shit done got too real for me. That's where his mindset was. You're a part of something, it's not right, but it's a RICO, it's different. They don't matter, they pick up your grandma if they need to. just to make it stick and to make it sound right. It's how they write it up. That's the overall goal. The way that they write it up is how they say it and how they will say it. And then for all this to come out now, and then, you know, Thug having his interrogation video where he mentions Roscoe's name, it's down bad, man. Y'all down bad, and it's sad, man. Y'all could just got y'all money.